We thought it was done. Just when we thought enough records were broken for the day. Not only does USA get record-breaking viewership and ratings, CBS, come on down. We're going to break some records for you and raise your viewership ratings as well as only the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, can do. CBS receiving their highest rated WNBA game throughout the entire...
Welcome back, my dear viewers. I'm back with another very interesting and informative video that I hope you'll enjoy. Make sure to stay with me until the very end because you won't want to miss what's coming next. So, without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into today's video. The executive boardrooms at the WNBA headquarters have just reached their lowest point, and the whole sports media infrastructure is in a state of emergency tonight. In a surprising action that no one in New York expected, global basketball legend Caitlin Clark formally rejected the league with harshness and coldness, generating the most embarrassing business panic in modern women's sports history and completely neglecting the All-Star three-point showdown. By automatically scheduling her for primetime, television producers and league officials thought they might be able to save their dwindling summer ratings. But Clark shut the door in their faces. The Crown Jewel Showcase event hosted by the WNBA has officially become a full-fledged clown show. To understand why network executives are experiencing total meltdowns behind closed doors, it is necessary to look at the manufactured PR games and selective invite politics that initially sparked this crisis. While Clark was busy attracting almost 3 million viewers on national television and shattering network ratings records for broadcasts, league administrators were busy behind the scenes making confusing administrative decisions. Fans were incensed when Sophie Cunningham, their favorite sharpshooter, who has been lighting up the floor with high-volume shooting, was completely disregarded and turned down for an invitation. The league disregarded the players' true qualities and the fans in favor of relying only on Clark's star power to carry their entire show. Caitlin Clark, though, was able to recognize the business trap. Instead of letting corporate suits use her image as a cheap advertising gimmick while disregarding her co-workers, Clark drew an uncompromising line in the sand by declining the invitation to the three-point challenge. She eliminated the league's primary draw in a single move. As soon as word got out that Clark was out, the entire event descended into total anarchy. Senior producers were in total panic as they struggled to figure out how to sell a huge event that had suddenly lost its largest attraction on the planet. Corporate sponsors began sending out emergency emails, and ticket resale markets crumbled. If you appreciate this content, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 93% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So, did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now, back to the video.
Led up to this, Indiana Fever players have not been getting the right calls. Players been getting, might as well say, assaulted on a basketball court, and different various things has been happening. So if you guys have not heard the news, the WNBA made an announcement that the three-point contest, and they listed several people that will be taking part in the three-point contest. And with that being said, Caitlin Clark has declined to take part in it. Now, some people mad, some people ain't. But me, I definitely get why she declined. So Alexa Phillip, who was the one who kind of broke this story about an hour ago, that the three-point contest has been listed. And let's pull it up right now. Alexa Philippou here. Instead of Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Eskew, and Caleb McBride were invited to participate in the three-point contest, but
the broadcast partners of the league will be severely impacted financially. Major networks had already purchased costly ad slots, clearly believing that Clark's participation would guarantee historically high audience statistics. But without her beyond the three-point arc, those multi-million-dollar broadcast projections were instantly ruined. Networks were now forced to confront a harsh, unavoidable reality after allowing talking heads to downplay Clark's generational impact for months. She doesn't need the league's created platforms. In today's sports culture, she is essential to the league's platform's continued relevance. The three-point contest's entire setup became instantly apparent as the chaotic mess it truly is when Clark isn't on the court. Mainstream sports commentators, who frequently endorse front office decisions, were forced to sit live on television and admit that the event had turned into a complete embarrassment. Widespread boycott efforts were initiated by social media users.
0.14 million viewers, up 172% versus last season's average WNBA cable viewership. Caitlin Clark up 172%. And y'all want to keep running around pretending like this person's the face, that person's the face. How ironic is it? Like the highest 4 or 5 viewed games all season is all involving Caitlin Clark. Respect the handle. Read it and weep. It's only one face. That don't mean there are not good other great players, fantastic players that I love watching. It's only one face. Respectfully. Caitlin Clark absolutely shutting it down. Look at the people. Only the queen can provide those kind of numbers. The face of the league, Jamel Hill. Caitlin is the face of the league. Now you know. Wow. Record WNBA TV game. It's another game where the face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, played. No surprise. Okay? Caitlin Clark absolutely shutting down the viewership. Here it says, Player of the Week.
They sent millions of angry comments to the league's official accounts and pledged to turn off their televisions during the event. The message from the audience was clear, concise, and loud. As corporate gatekeepers disregarded genuine merit in favor of taking advantage of superstar talent, sports fans refused to watch. The fallout among player circles has led to an unprecedented level of locker room solidarity against league brass. Superstars like Clark Rejectedto play in the league's administrative games, while celebrities like Sophie Cunningham publicly criticized the odd invite criteria, shocking the players' union. It has been completely refuted that gamers will dutifully wait in line for business meetings. Athletes are realizing their power when they band together to oppose tone-deaf business decisions that put cheap ratings ahead of fairness and authenticity.
Biggest miss of them all, the viral sensation, the second biggest name in the WNBA, the point princess herself, Sophie Cunningham, who's among the top 5 in three-point percentage from three-point range. Sophie Cunningham doesn't even get an invite to the three-point contest? Interesting. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. 2026 three-point participants: Ryan Howard, Marina Mabrey, AZ Fudd, Bridget Carlton, Natisha Heidemann, and Janelle Salute. As Casey at Behind the Line would say, who, and who? Ryan Howard, Marina Mabrey, AZ. There's like no actual superstar name in this bunch. The biggest name in this bunch is probably AZ Fudd, and she's the biggest name not because of her game. She's the biggest name because of her girlfriend, Paige Beckers. Now I'm just going to...
Behind the closed doors of television networks, high-level meetings are becoming dominated by chaotic blame games. Executive producers are hastily reorganizing their whole roster, fully aware that All-Star Weekend's audience numbers will be far lower than those of Clark's regular season broadcasts. How can you offer a contest top prime time sponsors when your main attraction departs and the audience is actively boycotting the show? The corporate machine is discovering the hard way that generating excitement requires genuine players to buy in. This disagreement highlights a big, irreversible shift in today's media landscape. For many years, traditional sports leagues had total control over their athletes, deciding who was in the spotlight and who wasn't. But real star power now directly belongs to the individual. The basis of Caitlin Clark's captivating power and record-breaking performances are authentic qualities.
Works. But y'all trying to say somebody else is the face of the league. Cut it out. Cut it out. Only Caitlin Clark can do this. Now, we chug along. Here it says Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, Kayla McBride were all reportedly invited to participate in the WNBA three-point contest, but declined. And you know what I say? Stick it to him, Caitlin. I think Caitlin is entering her I don't give a damn era, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. She's entering that I don't give a damn era because she finally realized she woke up and smelled the coffee. Caitlyn, there's nothing you can do to get these jealous, hating, envious people to like you. You giving them the highest view ratings for a WNBA three-point shootout, raising the bar. You getting them multi-million-dollar contracts. You getting them all PJ. They still don't like you. They are jealous. They are haters. They despise you. You don't need to run around trying to please them anymore. You don't need to run around trying to help them anymore. Give them the middle finger and do your thing on the basketball court. Damn them. You've done enough, and they've been very...
And a long-lasting relationship with millions of devoted followers. She takes the entire audience with her when she decides not to participate, leaving corporate committees empty-handed. The gatekeepers in the sports media outlets that tried to downplay Clark's remarkable financial impact are now reaping a substantial share of the meager rewards. For months, television commentators claimed that the league's sudden surge in popularity was equally distributed throughout all markets. But this boycott completely refuted that notion. As soon as Clark opted out, every sponsor, executive, and casual observer watching the fallout became acutely aware of the distinction between real cultural phenomenon status and manufactured hype.
Being named the Eastern Conference Player of the Week after she became the first player in WNBA history to record 45 points and 10 assists in a win over Seattle. Caitlin Clark become the fastest player also to reach 200 points off three-pointers. So this right here will be the three-point contest recipients. As you guys can see here, this is the banner I believe the WNBA put out here. And Caitlin Clark's name ain't on there, bro. Nope, it ain't on there. Buck is incoming. Meet the competitors for this year's three-point contest. Has over 240,000 views and 156 comments. For another year, Caitlin Clark is not in the WNBA three-point contest. Now, AZ Fudd is there. I don't know the current shooting percentage of Sophie and Caitlin right now, but I think it's pretty damn high. Sophie for sure. For somebody that's losing her fans, I would imagine Caitlin Clark will want to participate. She's disappointed, and she wants all the fame without putting in the work. You sound like a damn hater. And Caitlin Clark is not losing her fans. Caitlin Clark is protesting. I believe this is a silent protest. Here it is. Somebody says Sophie.
On a variety of digital platforms, the fan response has developed into a notable movement. Millions of spectators have praised Clark's decision to skip the competition was a boss-level move against administrative arrogance. Fan-made films that document the whole boycott period have completely eclipsed the league's official promotional materials. By speaking with both their attention and their money, the public has demonstrated that true respect for the game will always triumph against corporate control. This is not a one-time problem that will disappear the next week. It is a historic event that will change how the league operates going forward. The front office can no longer take its great players for granted or make arrogant administrative decisions without facing swift and disastrous financial consequences. The days of corporate overreach are now finished. The long-term balance of power is now held by the players who actually draw in spectators and develop the game.
And talk shit about them and then blame Indiana Fever fans, and they come to find out it's not even them.
That's the nasty part. That's the actual real nasty part is Chelsea Gray tried to frame it as these are Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever fans. You had been getting them type of messages weeks before other games. You planned out to respond and make a big deal of it after a Fever game because you knew what the optics would be. That's the nasty part.
This is bullshit. And guess what? This all get brought on Caitlin Clark. That's the most bull. She has to denounce everything. Like, oh, it's racism in the world. Caitlin Clark, you should say something. Oh, it's this in the world. Caitlin Clark, you should say something. You should fix every problem. Get more black coaches hired, Caitlin Clark. How about you go out there and say how great Angel Wilson is, Caitlin Clark? How about you? Like, it's getting ridiculous, guys. Like, she can't be to blame for everything. You know why? Because nobody cared about this shit before she came here. So you couldn't blame nobody because nobody was watching. Now they're watching and her fan base come in. And granted, there are going to be some assholes out there.
That's how you feel about Caitlin Clark utterly spoiling the WNBA's three-point battle and humiliating the front office? By fighting corporate politics, did she make the ultimate power move? Or did the league's disrespect for fan favorites like Sophie Cunningham undermine its own event? Please express your ideas in the space is provided for comments below. In the comments, let us provoke a tremendous riot. Smash the like button to ensure that you never miss any breakdown that will shatter history. Hit subscribe with all alerts completely enabled. And share this movie with any sincere admirers who desire the complete truth. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you at the next Explosive.